Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. Today I've been feeling very inspired to do a random number picks my makeup type of day. And so I'm going to start out with the Purito foundation. I haven't used it in a really long time, so I want to try it again today and see if I remember how I used it and how I like it and all that. So I have this shade number 13. This is number 13 Neutral Ivory. This is their new packaging. I know they reformulated. I only became familiar with it after they came out with new shades, and I know they only have 6 shades, which is obviously not a lot, but thankfully one of them works for someone as pale as me. It's a really thick, and I don't want to take a lot out. That might be way too much actually. It doesn't run, it's super thick. Well, I guess it runs a tiny bit, but the texture of it reminds me a lot of the Impeccable Skin CC cream. It's very thick and moussey and creamy. I really like it. I don't have any moisturizer on or anything, but I'm just gonna go in and see if I remember what this foundation was like. So this is one of those, oh, I forgot to do under eye corrector. I have to do that first. Okay, got a little excited there. I'm just gonna quickly go in with the Fit Glow under eye corrector in the shade Peach. It's not my favorite. The Tarte one is my favorite. I like to tap the correctors out with my finger so I can really pinpoint this one dark line. I don't necessarily need this everywhere, and honestly that was probably a little much. Especially with this shade being kind of dark for me, I like to really only keep it in that tiny space where I need corrector. Now I can go back in with the rest of the foundation. So this is all a natural light, by the way, but if you notice, I'm putting very little on. I've just been learning that with makeup, the less I use, just the better it looks and the better it wears. And so that's what I'm going for today. And I'm just gonna use this instead of concealer. Maybe I'll use a brightening concealer at the end. Purito, or is it BB cream or CC cream? BB cream is only around $10 on Amazon. Really good price. No fragrance. I think it also doesn't have any essential oils if you care about that. It says healthy looking glow, flawless coverage, EO, and fragrance free, which is awesome. So you can see the difference. It matches my skin really well, my neck and chest. It just looks like it toned down the redness, and it just looks like a really filtered look almost. I love this foundation and I haven't used it in forever, and I'm excited to get back into it. All right, I'm gonna do the rest of my face, or the rest of the foundation, and then I'll be back with a random number generator for the rest of the face. Okay, so I'm done with the face and I still have this much on my hand. I know it's not a lot, but honestly, that could probably be enough for half of a face for me. So I squeezed out way too much. So just PSA, a little goes a pretty long ways with Purito foundation. To cover up some of that dark orangeness from that color corrector, I'm so upset with this color. I know, first world problem, but it was so expensive and I can't return it, and it's way too dark for me. And maybe I need to use less to not have so much of an orange tint, but definitely if you are as light as me, I do not recommend it. But over the top, I'm gonna go in with the It CC or It Bye Bye Under Eye Full Coverage Concealer. This is in the shade 10.5 Light C. And I use the tiniest amount of this, literally, I'll show you, that's it. And that's probably too much. And what I do is, you could see, it's super thick. I like to rub it in between 2 fingers, and then I'll just stamp it on where I want to put it. And drag it down a little bit because it's really brightening for me. So to even make it look more natural and even, I just kind of stamp it on all over this entire region. And I find it wears really well throughout the day, as long as I've only tried, applying this little amount. If you do more, I don't know how it's gonna wear throughout the day. But as far as how this wears with this little amount, it's really good. Like, I've been just trying to find a way for my under eyes to not get crepey, and I haven't found anything that really lasts all day, but like for the first several hours it looks really good. So I don't know if there's a miracle product out there, or if like your under eyes just have creases and are crepey without makeup. It's really hard to avoid them not accentuating that with makeup throughout the day. The BB cream has pretty much dried down. It's a tiny bit tacky, so I'm gonna go in with a setting powder. I'm gonna go in with the Cover FX matte setting powder. Under my eyes, I always go in with a smaller brush. This is the Real Techniques contour brush. And I hate this kind of packaging because I feel like it's nice that it locks for travel. But like, if I ever want to get any out, it's like all or nothing. And then otherwise you have to like stick your brush bristles into those holes to get any powder, which I don't think is good for the brush because it probably damages the bristles, and then I just don't like it. For my bronzer today, I'm gonna go in with the Danessa Myrics Balm Contour in the shade Light 1. I'll give you a swatch. This one to me comes off like olivine green, but then it's like pretty warm on my face. It's a very interesting tone. I definitely don't have anything like it. I'm gonna go in with my usual Zarea Blush 872 brush that came in an Amazon set. And I love, I forgot how pigmented this one is. I love any bronzers and blushes that come in a pan like this. I don't like to have to draw it on my face with a stick. I only have a couple of those, and they're pretty old. Like, I don't have any like newly purchased items that are in that form. But yeah, my favorite for me is in a pan, so I can apply it onto a brush and then directly onto my face. It's a really pretty shade, and it blends out really easily. For my blush today, I'm going in with this Jane Iredale cream blush in the shade In Touch Cream Blush. Like I said, this one is super old. For a long time, I have not purchased, and I'm actually almost out. I have not purchased any kind of stick products, and if I have, I didn't like them. And how I like to apply this one, because I don't like applying it directly to my face, is I'll either put it on a brush, or for this one, I like to just put it on my fingers and just like pat it in like that. I love how Jane Iredale products smell. But I feel like that didn't do a whole lot besides add a tiny bit of shine, so I'm gonna go back in with some more. There you go. But I feel like it didn't blend in very well. I love blushes that I can apply with the brush, because I feel like I can blend it in really nicely with the bronzer, and I feel like that you can kind of see a gap there, but maybe it's in my head, or maybe that's actually what it looks like. So I'm gonna go back in with this blush on a brush and see if I can even this blending out. And I always like to go in with my blush, just like, especially when it's a light pigment like this, I like to go in everywhere just to tie everything together. And then also if my under eyes are too bright or whatnot, I feel like it just really ties the entire look together. Now I'm gonna go in with my shadows. My favorite products to use with the random number generator is for the eyeshadow. I honestly just like struggle with being indecisive and like knowing how to be creative with different eyeshadows. So for me, it's really fun to just see like what random numbers I get. I used to count all of my powder, blushes, and bronzers as part of shadows, but I think today I'm only gonna actually like use the number generator for like actual eyeshadows only. And I have, including all like single pans and everything, I have 118. And sometimes when I do this, I will get a number and then change my mind, but this time I want to use every single shade that the random number generator gives me. So first shade I have is number 90, which is Athena. And that is in the ultraviolet still Athena. Oh, I think that's in this Pacifica palette right here. And Athena is this brown shade. And when I tried this, I wasn't a big fan because the powders just looked really hard to apply. But maybe if I go in with my finger instead of a brush, it'll be easier. But it's like a red, purple, brown. That's a really pretty color, actually. Okay, this is the first shade I'm going in with. And I don't want to use my finger for this color though. Let me see if I can use like a small brush. I need to wash my brushes. I'd love to have like 100 brushes. That way I can always pick a clean one and not have to wash them so often, but maybe one day. Anyways, I'm gonna go in with this Athena shade and I'll see how it goes on with a brush, because I remember last time I had a really hard time with these colors. So when I have dark shades, I like to, that's actually going on really well. I like to stamp them on first to really lay the color down, and then really like blend only in that area. And then when I think I'm done, I'll just kind of swap everywhere. And oh my gosh, that is a lot, and I do not remember them being this pigmented, and maybe I didn't play with this color before, so yikes. It's okay. The good thing about shadows, you can usually just blend it away as much as you need. That's not a bad color though. I actually like that. This is why I love doing the random generator, because I'm always exposed to new colors, new combinations. You see how much I blended that away? It still looks really nice, but it's way less pigmented than when I first laid it down. I could honestly leave it there, and when I'm happy with the look, I think what I'll do is, well, first I'm gonna risk this and take the tiniest bit more, because I feel like this side has more than this side, just to add a tiny bit more shadow. And then the first color I have to use, which I did, and if it works as a one and done, I can leave it. And then if I want to check another shade, I can, but I don't have to use it. Those are my rules. So I'm gonna go in for another shade and see if it'll be compatible with this look, or if I just want to leave it as a one and done kind of eye look today. The other shade is 93, which is the shade Firefly. It's like I don't know, what do you call that? Like a dark aqua? I don't know. I don't know. It's a green blue. I don't know how to describe it, but I don't think it will work for this. Unless I go in to be very colorful and put that in the like inner corner. Let me try that. But I feel like this one would need like a spray or some kind of liquid, but I'm just gonna go in with my pinky to the inner corner. This might be a mistake, or it might end up looking like a cool look. Okay. I want to play with this color, but I'm doing something wrong. I need to go in with a different brush. Maybe like something really thin. Definitely something I've never done before, nor would I probably go out like this, but this is really fun. It might look really nice though after, you know, you do your eyeliner and mascara and everything. And this one I kind of just got everywhere, so I don't know how good that's gonna end up looking. I'm just gonna leave it there because I don't know what I'm doing. And maybe I should have used that in like the outer edge, not the inner corner, but I'm gonna go in on the outer edge as well. You know, it's just fun playing with shadows. I don't have anywhere to be today, which is like one of the reasons why I wanted to play with random shades. Maybe I'll go on the outer a little bit, bottom too, to just like tie everything together. Maybe I should have like got the brush wet a little bit so that the colors come out a little bit more pungent. Let's see. Okay, wow, I don't know what this is supposed to be, but I'm not gonna go in with eyeliner because that was kind of the eyeliner. And hopefully it all, you know, plays out after. I can't tell if I have a bunch of fallout. Yeah, there is a bunch of fallout. Hopefully it all just kind of plays out after mascara. And I'm gonna go in with Item Beauty concealer. I hate kicking on concealer, but this really helps to take away all the fallout. I should have just maybe did concealer at the end if I'm gonna use these dark shades. It's okay, I'm just playing with makeup. It's all fun. And this concealer also looks amazing, blends amazing, but I find that towards the end of the day, it does end up looking really like dry on me, but so do a lot of other products, so I don't know, I'm just picky. Memorial Day sales are freaking, killing me, man. Not literally, but gosh, like, I'm having such FOMO. I've just decided, like, I really need to buckle down on my budgeting, especially with makeup, because I get such FOMO and then I just buy everything. And first of all, I don't have a lot of storage. Second of all, I'm trying to be better with my monies. And so it's been such a struggle. It's been such a struggle because I want all the makeup, but like I can't use that much of it. Like I'm not gonna use it enough before it goes bad. And I don't really have a lot of people in my life who use makeup and to like pass makeup on to, but also I don't want to just buy a bunch of stuff and like not be able to use it. So if you're having FOMO too, then join me in my basically nothing is ever new videos, because I don't buy makeup that often. I mean, gosh, by far I don't buy makeup as often as like other people that I see on YouTube. Still a decent amount, I'd say, for someone who's not a YouTuber, but still, most of my videos, like 90% of my videos going forward, are gonna be like another level of nothing new. For mascara, I'm gonna go in with the PUR Fully Charged Mascara powered by Magnetic Technology. I got it at TJ Maxx, I think, or Marshall's or something, for like a few bucks, and it's pretty good. I don't like the wash off. The wash off is very difficult, but as far as just how it looks on the lashes, I really like it. And what I mean by the wash off isn't good is that it doesn't wash. I mean, it washes off with water, but it gives you like it's like a greasy formula, like it's not a tubing formula. My favorite is tubing formula because they come off so easy with water, especially the Thrive. And everything else to me is just less superior. Is that the right term? Just because that's the formula I prefer the best. I don't like using this one by itself. I'm pretty big about combining formulas because I feel like while this one's good, it's not getting like the tips of my lashes really, like it's kind of a drier formula, and maybe because I've had it open for some time. Shoot, I just got my eyelids dirty. So I'm gonna go in with a more wet formula like the Honest. I need new mascaras. I'm running out of all the ones that I have and they're drying up. But I'm gonna go in with the Honest, and I feel like this one also maybe doesn't do the best job in holding a curl, but the Honest one is a pretty wet formula, so I'm gonna just go over top and see if I can save anything. But the PUR mascara on its own definitely gives quite a bit of boldness. And what I'm gonna do on the other side is actually go in with the Honest first and then go in with the PUR one. I haven't used the Honest mascara on its own in so long. This was one of my first favorite clean beauty mascaras. It looks also really good after a couple layers, but this PUR one definitely adds a lot more pizzazz. I don't like trying new mascaras though, because I feel like for me, most suck. I only have a few that I like, and I hate trying them because I'm probably not gonna like them. So far, some that I absolutely love that are completely my go-tos is the Thrive, Maybelline Sky High, a Rare Beauty one is one of my favorites. The Honest is okay, and this one's pretty good too, but sometimes I have to decide, do I want to sacrifice the look for the wash off, or do I want an easy wash off and not have the most voluminous lashes? But today I'm sacrificing the wash off. With how vibrant the eye situation is, not vibrant, but like heavy and like dark, I think I need to go in with something more on the cheeks. I think the bronzer is good, but maybe like another powder blush. Something like kind of dull and pinky. So I think I want to do the Honest Beauty. I think that will tie into the eyelids pretty well. This is in the shade Rose Pink. Same brush. I feel like that added a really nice dose of pink, because once I put the concealer on to cover all of the fallout, I think it took away most of the Jane Iredale blush that I had on, because it's such a faint formula. I don't think it stays on for very long. Oh, and then for lips, my lips are so crusty today. I got this new lip gloss from the Kinder Beauty box. This is Myrics Cosmetics. Never heard of this brand, but it's in the shade Old Rose. But Kinder Beauty box is supposed to be like a clean beauty subscription box. I really like this shade. It's just like a very neutral, a nudie pink. It's a very comfortable gloss. Really like it. And I feel like it's really similar to the Han Cosmetics one that I have. I want to swatch it. This is the Han Cosmetics in the shade Nude Rose. It's actually a tiny bit more nude. This is Han Cosmetics, and that's the Myrics. It's a little bit more nude, but very similar. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was fun seeing different products. I hope you were able to see something that you haven't seen before. And thanks for being here with me, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.